Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We have 216 people online now. We'll just wait for a few seconds to see how many of them join us. The recording is already started. Okay, the 32. Let's start. Um, welcome on board. We are in the first session of 2025, and it's time for most of the chapter in the region at the local events here. So, good day. Today is the first episode of season 6. And my name is Ashfaq Ahmed. I'm the anchor of the PMI Chapter Exchange program. I'm also the vice president of PMI Mumbai chapter. This year, we plan to do 10 events. So this is the first event, and I've shared the details of the topics of the remaining 9 events in our December Chapter Exchange program. So before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge our current volunteers from the chapter exchange program. So volunteers who are online today, some of them have changed roles or moved on to another position within the chapter. So the first one is Damike. He's with a volunteer with the chapter exchange program. He is the elected president from Sri Lanka chapter. Tao is the volunteer from Taiwan chapter. Priscilla, you want to say hi to the audience?
Hi everyone, welcome.
Uh, Priscilla is from Paulo, Brazil chapter. Hiral Hiral Vyas is from Gujarat chapter.
Hello everyone, welcome to Chapter Exchange, first event of season 6.
Thank you. Anita is from Poland chapter. Then we have Amod Tusalkar from Anita. You there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everyone. Hello from Poland.
Thank you. Thank you, Anita. Amod Tusalkar from the Mumbai chapter. Amod, you want to say a quick hi to the team? And we have Rangaraj from Mumbai chapter. These are some of our key volunteers who have been making things possible with respect to the chapter exchange program. So, Ranga, you want to go to share your presentation? Ranga, keep the presentation shared. Don't discontinue. Yeah, go to the next slide, please. So, as I said, we are in the first session, and we are looking towards another 9 more events going forward. And as we progress, we'll get to know more details about them. Ranga, you want to go to the next slide, please? Priscilla, you want to take it?
Sure. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you, Ahmed. Welcome to PMI Chapter Exchange Season 6, Event 1. The topic is stressing the importance of a project manager's soft skills. Today we have our PMI friends coming from 35 PMI chapters from diverse regions: North America, Latin America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and many other supporting chapters. We will close today's session with a registration link for the PMI Chapter Exchange March session. So please wait to get an early access to this link. Next one, please. So the next one, please. The map. Can we see the map? Sorry. So, okay, the registrations for today's session are coming from 45 countries. and content. Let's keep saying hello to each other and networking. You can update your profile in our Meet using the details button above. It is important to say that this meeting is being recorded, so if you feel uncomfortable in any way, you can choose not to attend. Otherwise, you are welcome to continue. Everyone here at this event is speaking on our individual capacity, so our opinions do not represent the opinions of our organizations. And now we also invite you to join us in the attendee spotlight session so you can also be highlighted. How can you do it? Participate actively in the event using the chat window. Share an interesting quote or comment on this event so others can also
Priscilla, you're not audible.
topic.
Priscilla, you are not audible. Yeah. The way the spotlight on you can come in various forms. One is participate actively in the event, share a quote on the topic on the event of your on our chapter exchange program. We will spotlight you, and you and your quote will be published in our attendee spotlight session in the Inside Chapter Exchange nugget. So gear up and share your quote on the chat window on the right hand side. Ranga, you want to go to the next slide, please? This is the chapter exchange book that has been published. Okay, this is the theme that we run the chapter exchange program. It's one theme, one song, one dance, and these are the 36 chapters who are a part of our chapter exchange program. And we started with 4 in 5 years ago, and today we are 36 plus chapters. There have been chapters who joined us. There have been chapters who left us in between, but as of today, we have 36 active chapters who are participating voluntarily with us. So here's a snapshot of our program. Chapter Exchange is a PMI chapter collaboration initiative. We have 36 partnering chapters and many supporting chapters on this program represented all regions from PMI in all regions that PMI is in today. We recently added the PMI Bangalore chapter to our list. We are also in discussion with many other chapters and we will onboard them soon. PMI chapter Exchange is a virtual community of chapter leaders, a community that transcends across countries, continents, and culture. And we would like to put it that way. Our vision is to evangelize cross-cultural collaboration and encourage cultural diversity. It is all about teamwork, co-creating monthly events to bring diverse perspective to our chapter members, spurring networking and collaboration opportunities. And by doing this, we are building a community to share good practice within and external to the program. That is why you will notice chapters from diverse background, from the far east to the far west, participate in this program. And because we truly believe diverse connection leads to innovative solutions. Ranga, you want to go to the next one, please? Yeah, this is the chapter exchange book that we had published a year ago, and probably we'll also add all the golden nuggets that we have captured from the previous last year and publish another version of the document. Next slide, please. Cyril, you want to take over?
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry, I had connection
Yeah.
problems here.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
We can hear you, Priscilla. Yes.
I'm sorry about the problem here.
It's okay.
So it's my pleasure to introduce you the keynote speaker of the day, Vishnu Kumar Gopal. Mr. Gopal is a modern project and program management expert with expertise in change management, sustainability, and hybrid models. He's a CXO transformation strategist, AI ML enthusiast, people and culture evangelist, innovation enabler, and a passionate public speaker. With 25 years of professional experience, Mr. Gopal has played a pivotal role in building multiple centers of excellence in digital transformation, delivery excellence, P3COE, Agile COE, and Lean. He has also led major corporate and strategic initiatives including idea to innovation, business transformation, and organizational change. Currently, he serves as the PMI Global Cultural Ambassador. Previously, he was a core member of the PMI South Asia Leadership Team from Awards, PMI Region Advisor for Youth and Social Impact in South Asia, and a member of the PMI India Excellence Enabler Forum and the Champion Advisory Committee of the PMI India Champion Program. Mr. Gopal, thank you for being here with us. The stage is yours.
Hey, thanks, Priscilla, for your kind introduction. Welcome, all of you. I appreciate and grateful to those who joined from different parts of the world. In next 10 minutes, we are going to see some of the soft skills which related to our quotients. We say soft skills, but it is the one very hard to acquire and practice, because even we acquire by studying that, we may know about it, but when we actually want to do it, a lot of challenges are there. From knowing you can move to doing, but moving to being is the very challenging one in this areas. So if you understand the different quotients, I think you can able to pick up those skills very quickly. uh, Today, the project leadership is not only related to the domain knowledge or technical skill or leadership skill. So there are so many other aspects also there. It's keep on getting added to project manager competencies. So we will high level, we will see what are those four quotients which is going to influence the project leaders and project managers need to acquire the some of these skills. Let's move to the next slide, Ranga. Yeah, the first one is emotional quotient. Today, many of the individuals having the stress because of different part of their life, professional, personal, and social, but still they are able to manage in the professional area. Some of the times they are able to manage well in the personal area, sometimes they are well in the social area, but to balance all these three parts, so this emotional quotients are important. And here people have the understanding of other people perspectives, getting into their shoes, the system thinking. These are the areas like they need to more focus and acquire them very quickly. Today, based on the individual's capability, people are trying to learn, unlearn, relearn many things. But your quotients has some influence on your learning curve. So try to understand how your quotients are managed. Based on that, maybe you can make the strengthen of your existing strengths, and also you can develop your weaknesses. So in this emotional quotient, the project manager itself should have the own emotions need to be understood and controlled very well, so that they can understand the team emotions very well. Many times people getting confused between empathy versus sympathy. So they many times thinking the sympathetic way, taking care of their team members, it's empathy, but it is not empathy, it's more sympathy. So try to clarify and make understanding about between empathy and sympathy. That will make your communication very clear, and very effectively you can convey your intention and the information and ideas to your team very clearly. And future, it's going to be more and more collaboration, and this empathetic nature, it's really required to understand the different people perspectives, different geographical culture. So there are different geopolitics is there. So when you are going to get the team, it is going to be very diversified. So focus on your EQ more. Let's move to the next one. We know that IQ, the second question. So most of us, by education, by experience, by expertise, we are building our IQ more and more. But where to use and when IQ should versus EQ will get into the conflict, and where you have to use the IQ for your decision making is more important, especially in the risk analysis area. Your IQ has to be very sharp, and this critical thinking maybe you see as a risk may not be seen others by others as a risk. So better get confirmed, not to assume that. Maybe you can use some failure mode effective analysis, and make sure that your critical thinking and your prioritization aligned with what the project risks are there. And then second one in the IQ area, it's data driven decisions. So when we take the decisions, our most of the time, even though we have data, we have applying our IQ, all that, but the emotionals are playing predominantly. uh, when we see in the startup world, many of the projects are getting failed because of this emotional decisions. And when you see bigger MNCs also, because of many people, emotions or sentimentals are not allowing them to utilize their IQ, their natural intelligence, what they have. And because of their ego, or sometimes like people are getting distracted by taking their decisions through the EQ. So focus on your IQ more and more. Then coming to AQ, next slide, Renga. Renga, move to the next slide. Yes, AQ. See, this adaptability quotient, many people say acceptance quotient also. When you are thriving in the uncertainty, then only you can be able to assess, accept, adopt anything. You can be able to do that. But for that, this adaptability quotient is very much important, because this embracing change, we are not very comfortable, because our brain is more accepting the familiarity rather than expecting to be comfortable in the uncertain times. So this embracing change, welcome the new ideas and approaches. We are going to have more junior people in the workforce. We are going to have a diversified people from different part of the world. So we may need to have that acceptance to embrace the change, and also have some pivot strategies. Don't stick on the strategy which you practiced for many years. uh, Different strategies for different environment and for different scenarios is required. So that for that you need to have the flexi mind. So these are not trained one. Okay, so you need to practice more and more. You may knowing all this, but doing them in the real time scenario is more challenging, and practicing them and moving them to the being stage is the very ideal one. For that, you need to come out of your current fixed mindset and adopt the growth mindset. So these are the things really helping in this Bonnie world. Okay, earlier we were calling VUCA, so now it is Bonnie world. In this brittle environment, you need to be very flexible. Try to have more open mindset. Apart from open mindset, have more growth mindset, because I can see people are accepting everything, but end of the day they are doing what they decided already. So it is like playing some drama kind of thing, and at the end of the day executing what they have decided. So you need to have a proper intention. You need to listen the people and accept it, and execute what collectively you have got it. Take the decision as a collective outcome. Okay, so not execute what you think it's right. Let's move to the next one. That is the CQ. It's more cultural quotient, and or we can say creative quotient. It is more related to how you are visualize things, how your artistic nature, how your right lobe is dominating to you, and how you are using all this capability in the uh, challenging times. We need to get to understand about the cross-cultural communication. There may be accent problem, there may be the way the words are getting pronounced, there may be people having the influence of their regional language. Don't get into any bias. Try to understand this cross-cultural communications with diverse teams, and more get into the inclusive environment so that you don't feel insecure. Okay, so whenever you have some doubt or something, don't think about what others will react and what others will say. So get clarified your assumptions, especially in the initial stage of your project when you are trying to understand the requirements. So there are a lot of needs and wants will be there. Don't assume it. Try to get clarified from the beginning itself. And the next one is this global collaboration is the future. So better understand these four questions very well so that you can be able to seamlessly work with all the international stakeholders. Let's move on to the next slide. And how to balance this EQ or IQ, and what is the benefit you are going to get. It's more, when you are balancing EQ and IQ, you will get more team dynamics and the stakeholder engagement very effectively. By doing that, it will lead you to your project success very efficiently. Let's move to the next one. When you are integrating your adaptability quotient and the cultural quotient or creative quotient, it will help you for the global agility, because we are getting into the hybrid model, remote work. The teams are going to be from different culture and different geography. These two quotients are really important for the future. Let's move to the next one. So now, knowing all these quotients, so focus on your EQ for the people management, and IQ for analytical decisions, and AQ for more being agility, and CQ for your inclusivity. So when you having this kind of a balance, you will become more successful and sustainable project manager to balance when you balance these quotients. So by developing these soft skills, I will say you will be a unique, high performance leading project leader. So I have seen people who have adopted, they are making a lot of difference in their industry and they are shining like anything. Let's move to the next one. I have summarized these four questions. There are so many other things we need to discuss in detail. Considering time constraint, you can join me in my LinkedIn, or we can put a lot of posts around this. We can have more discussion in LinkedIn in future. So thanks to the CXP volunteers and the organizers inviting me to this session. I will be happy to stay here till this end of the session. Any questions, please put it in the chat window. I am happy to answer to that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Vishu. Thank you so much. That was an excellent presentation and a very good start for our discussion. I'm sure the audience is geared up to ask a lot of questions during the panel discussion. So we will wait to hear from you during the panel discussion as well. Now we move on to the next segment of our event, which is the spotlight chapter of the month. Hiral, you could take it from here.
Yes, thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Vishu Kumar, for that wonderful session of EQ, IQ, AQ, and CQ. Great balance approach which you have shared with us. Moving on, our spotlight chapter today is PMI Bangalore chapter. I am glad to invite Srivatsa ES. He's the Vice President, Academic Relations, PMI Bangalore India chapter. He is operational consultant at Shri PM Consultancy Services. Having more than 2 decades of experience in software industry, he is well versed with product, project, and program management. He is actively engaged in a fantastic initiative that focuses on mentoring professionals and students. SME for e-governance and air cargo management system and airport management operations. He has implemented various projects across India, Singapore, Hong Kong, various airports, Ministry of Commerce, Government of India, Toyota, Kirloskar, and many more. So without any further delay, over to you, Srivastava. We are looking forward to know something about Bangalore chapter from you.
Thank you, Hiral. Thanks for the good introduction. Pleasure being part of the Chapter Exchange program. This is my first association. Earlier, my colleague was part of it. Now I am into this. So can we move on to the next slide, please? Yes, next. So I represent PMI Bangalore India chapter family, where we, as every one of us are aware, we are volunteers and we continue in our profession by investing our time and volunteering opportunity to give it back to the society. That's what the entire fraternity of Bangalore chapter, like any other chapter, is doing. We participate with a motive of enjoying the company of the members and the practitioners, and where we meet new peers, new people, and we network, we share knowledge, and we bring in new relationship with the chapter. And we have started connecting with the academic universities, where that is the crux, where we have a lot of potential, and we started engaging with the academic universities in Bangalore. We were founded by enthusiastic few PM professionals in 98, and today we are one of the largest chapter with 5,500 members standing today. We offer many programs and services to the benefit of our PM fraternity in Bangalore, and also our activities are run by members, as all the chapters are doing it. Next chapter, please. Next slide. So this is our milestones briefly. From 97 we started to start, and then 98 we started, and we went ahead till 23. I have given, so 2 years later also we have done, and we in 23 we have finished, like we are completed 25 years, and now 27th year is running. And we in 2019 we had a mm, received the chapter of the year award, and the next year we had the retention award. And we also have the majority of the programs we diversified across all our membership fraternities across the fields of the daily life. Next slide, please. So all we do is there are platforms which we have given it for learn, qualify, and advance. Learn is the primary factor, where we call it in the early stage of our project management stages, where we PM Primer is one of the programs which we get along with the universities, and we bring in we take the project management concepts to the students in there when they are in the college, and uh, we conduct a seminar for them, and also a foundation for the agile, which helps them to nurture their project management knowledge in the early stages. This is in the academic stage and the early stage. When it comes to the qualifying, we have advanced agile programs which we do, and also we run a quarterly one PMP quest, which is related, and which aims at the corporate sector, where we conduct events every quarter once across one of the industries which we tied up, and we conduct them the project management and enable. And these companies are in Bangalore, which also spreads across various, like it is a manufacturing, it is engineering, and it is also public sector. So we have tie up with the BEL, HAL, and one of the DGQA, which is from a defense organization, and Bosch, IBM. Like we are having some tie-ups which we conduct regular programs. And from an advanced perspective, we have a PM Enrich, which is a classroom kind of a workshop. DAPSO is our forum which focuses on the defense and aerospace. We conduct engineering and construction specifically for that sector, and we have PM footprints. We conduct every month. The second Saturday, we conduct 2 sessions of knowledge sharing, which is our footprints, where one session will be for a engineering and construction perspective, and another will be for the general project management. So we cover all the spaces of the project management, from the learning stage to the qualifying stage to the advanced stage, to meet up the membership fraternity. Uh, Next slide, please. So this is the gist of what we do across all the areas we have learned of the various stages. And our flagship, every year we conduct a project management practitioners conference, which every year we have a turnaround of around more than 500 to 600 PM professionals from various domains attending and leveraging the knowledge which we bring into the table, and also a wide networking opportunity across industry sectors. Next slide, please. So these are the few activities we did, we have been doing, where the footprints, we have a foundation classes for the NGOs. We we engaged with the NGOs to make their programs run, and PM Open Space is where the interaction with the various regions, various. Bangalore is a wide spectrum where we have a traveling from one place to another is a challenge. So we move to the nearest places, northeast, west, south. We identify and we collaborate with the industry houses and conduct open spaces at their location. And enrich is something which a knowledge sharing session or a workshop kind of a thing which we do for the knowledge gaining of the professionals. And PMPC is our flagship event, which this year we had it as a Sashakt and Samruddh Bharat, which was had a very good turnout from various spectral. One, the chief guest who was there. Can we go to the next slide, please? Can we go to the next slide? Yeah, we had Paramveer Chakra Yogendra Singh Yadav, who addressed us with his. He is one of the Kargil warrior who headed the occupation or the regaining the last hill of the Indian post. So he was in with us, sharing his experience and his thought of Sashakt and Samruddh Bharat. And we had one our mentor Prasanna. Also, and Amit take a fireside chat with how PMI we can pioneer in our project management area. And we had one for Ramp My City MD, and also we had an artist who who is a on the stage artist depicting Samruddh and Sashakt Bharat. He painted on the stage. And also we had Ankush Sabarwal, who is the founder of Chat GPT, Bharat GPT. That is where the wide spectrum of the audience were there, almost 600, and this was held in the HAL Management Academy. These are the few glimpses of our wide spectrum of events we carried on, and we continue to strive in the next coming financial year, in the coming year also, across these regions and across these areas. We started working along with our plans in place. So that's brief about Bangalore chapter, which we are catering to the membership fraternity across the Bangalore region. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Hiren.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ranga. That was very interesting, and PMI Bangalore chapter has always been very inspirational for all of us in the South Asia. So thank you for sharing the details with us.
Thank you, Helen. Thanks for the opportunity to debate.
Okay, so we are now towards our major section of the event, which we all were waiting for. With a panel discussion, we have panel speakers from 5 different countries and moderator from India. So it's going to be very interesting for all of us. Let me introduce all of you to the moderator of the event, Prem Kumar Agrawal. I'm glad to introduce him, he being our fellow chapter member as well as volunteer with PMI Gujarat chapter. Prem Kumar Agrawal is a diligent project manager with around 9 years of experience, offering a proven record of success, leading all phases of diverse technology projects. He has successfully delivered projects in different business domains and verticals, managed multi-million dollar projects, aligning business goals with technology solutions to drive process improvements, competitive advantage, and bottom line gains. He is very well versed with agile and waterfall methodology and expert in executing projects the PMI way, as we say, and known for his high quality deliverables that meet timeline and budgetary targets. He has a versatile experience in multiple domains like corporates and ERP, CRM, all these kind of projects he has worked on. And without any further delay, I would ask Prem Kumar to take the stage and start with the panel discussion. Over to you, Prem Kumar.
Thank you, Hira. Thanks for that great introduction, and thank you this initiative from PMI Mumbai chapter, the chapter exchange, and this opportunity for moderating this wonderful event. Can I just go to the next slide? Okay, so we have Amy as our panelist today. Amy, you're there?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Amy is
Amy,
here.
can you just introduce
Yeah.
yourself?
Okay, so I am Amy, and actually I'm my aunt in Vietnamese, and is very glad to be here. So this is the first time I attend any chapter exchange, and I'm very eager to join this event. So currently I'm an agile coach in an IT industry, in an IT company who is focusing on providing cutting edge for technology for the shipping lines in over the world. And currently, I'm the chapter event managers from PMI Vietnam chapter as well. And I have more than 10 years working in project management across multiple various industries in Vietnam. And I have 4 years leading agile transformation in very large scale enterprise and startups as well. Currently, I am PMI ACP certified, and I have ASQ Green Belt as well, and PSM 1 and 2. So they are very good for my works as well. So thank you for attending this event today, and welcome to this panel discussion. Yeah.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Welcome. We have next panelist as Farhan. Hey, Farhan. Yeah, can you
Hi,
just
Prem.
introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you. Hello from the PMI Lahore chapter. So I'm Farhan Yusuf. I'm a PMO consultant at Waqif Data and working as an agile coach with them. With PMI Lahore chapter, I am working as a director of marketing and communication. I have a very versatile experience. I would say 17 years of experience in technology, digital marketing, and also with some training stuff. Uh, so I am a corporate trainer. I do workshops on agile and the soft skills. I have also been teaching in a university in Pakistan for the master programs of management. That's a very short and the brief introduction about me. And
Yeah,
thanks for
thank you, Farhan. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we have Clever today. Hey, Clever.
Good afternoon, good evening, good day, good morning. My name is Clever Parari. Yes, the name is Clever, opposite of foolish, if you may want to call it. So I hail from Harare, Zimbabwe, Africa. My current role, I'm a director, ICT Innovation and Innovation Hub and FinTechs for the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. I have, and I also come from the PMI Zimbabwe chapter. I'm a founding member, and I've taken various volunteering roles since its formation in 2014. And I have plus 25 experience leading and working in teams to leverage technology and other capabilities. Over the years, I've actually pinned all my work through project management. I would say I am born project manager. I've done everything that I've done from a project management perspective. Everything centered on project management. In terms of qualifications, I do have several qualifications, including a master's in digital business. I also have other qualifications, certifications in the IT governance and management areas, including project management. Yeah, I'm currently focusing more on digital transformation for the financial service sector in Zimbabwe, and I believe project management skills are very key to that. I think for now, that's me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Clever. That was a wonderful introduction. Hey, Nico. Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, go for your introduction.
My name is Nico. Thank you very much. My name is Nico. I'm currently the managing director of COP Solutions. It's a company that is specialized in offering project management solutions in the construction industry. I am also the general secretary at the PMI Greece chapter. My experience spans over 25 years in the construction industry, leading large-scale international projects in Europe, in Middle East, in Southeast Asia. I've been a technical director or design director and manager in leading firms globally. My educational background is coming from architectural engineering. I am a PMP from PMI. I'm a Royal Institute of British Architects Chartered Architect and a lead green associate.
Thank you, Nico, for that introduction. It's really
Thank
great.
you.
Hello, Sonia.
Hello.
Yeah, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Sonia Magaña. I'm located in Guadalajara, Mexico, and currently I have a role of a strategic development manager in Hewlett Packard. So also I'm a coach lead and specialize in positive intelligence, leadership, and all these soft skills that we need to lead projects, right? So very focused on that. With more than 10 years of experience in program manager and project lead. So I hold a bachelor degree in international business and a master in positive leadership. So I'm so happy to be here for the second time. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sonia. So with our panel, all the panelists we have introduced, let's start with the panel discussion. Can we have all the panelists on the screen?
Ranga, you have to stop sharing.
Okay. So the today's topic stressing the importance of PM soft skills. Yes, soft skills is really an important thing for project management, which we all are doing. So with this first question to the panel, why are the soft skills are quite critical for project managers, for project management success? So, Amy, would you like to answer this question?
Hello. Yeah. So, could you repeat the questions once again? Thank you.
Yeah, so the question was, as we are discussing on soft skills, why soft skills are quite critical for project managers, for the success of project management?
Okay, so from my perspective, first of all, I think we should get an alignment on what is soft skill first before we have some ideas about why it's important. So for me, soft skills in project management are the personal traits or the interpersonal skills, which can enable the effective communication and collaboration and leadership. So it's kind of unlike the technical or the hard skills where we focus on methodologies or tools or techniques or process. So soft skill will center around you how you can interact with others and manage the human aspect of executing any projects. So I think like according to the PM book, we all know about this, right? The projects are designed to move a business from the current stage to a desired future state with a specific objective. And also like the best way to predict the future is to create it. So ability to shape the future and clearly communicate that vision and motivate others to contribute to make that vision is really an essential skill for the project managers to
Correct.
pursue.
Mhm.
So project management is not just about the task or the timeline or the deliverables. So it's about people. So soft skills are very vital link between the strategy and the execution. So they ensure that the teams can remain aligned, engaged, and resilient in the face of challenges. So even though you can face generative AI right now, right? So why is important and why is
Correct.
so popular
Yes.
today? Because it's a human-like way. So you can talk with them like a friend, right? Like a coach or any assistant. So it's the way that people interact with each other, even though they use AI. So that's the reason why I believe that soft skill is critical things in project management to
Right. Right.
like
Right.
make it motivated. Yeah, this is my
Yeah,
opinion.
agreeing with you. Yeah. So, like, projects are not about like only the timelines and deliverables, but it's all about the people and all the. So, Nico, would you like to add on this and continue further?
Yeah, sure. From my experience that I have managed projects across Europe and Asia, um, I have learned that the technical skills alone that they don't determine the project success. Uh, Technical skills they can get you to the table, but soft skills keep you there and help you succeed.
Correct.
Um, my experience taught me that technical knowledge travels well, but it's soft skills that help you adapt in different and diverse environments that require
Mm-hmm.
that they are requiring cultural intelligence and adaptability. Understanding cultural differences is crucial to navigate between different cultural environments.
Right. So can you just add like how this like there's the important soft skills like your communication, strong communication. So can you just add like how this strong communication may impact the timelines and deliverables and outcomes of the project?
Sure. In my career, I have seen how clear and consistent and transparent communication can break or make a project. Effective
Mm-hmm.
communication is the backbone of successful project management. And
Right.
some topics, some key points that I would like to share with you is um, alignment of goals and expectations. Strong communication makes sure that all stakeholders from clients, team members, contractors are aligned on project goals and expectations uh, in order to avoid misunderstandings and ensure that everybody works towards the same objectives. Decision
Right.
making, and be more specific,
Mm-hmm.
timely decision making. In the construction industry, you know that every
Right.
delay is very costly. So effective communication facilitates timely decision making and make sure that the right information reaches the right people at the right time. So this is reducing bottlenecks and keeps the project on schedule. Uh, Risk
Right.
management. Clear
Mm-hmm.
communication is essential for identifying and mitigating risks at the early stage, fostering an environment of trust that all team members are feeling comfortable to share their concerns and some potential issues can proactively address risks before they escalate and become major problems. Uh, Construction projects also involve multiple disciplines and teams. So strong communication makes the coordination and the collaboration stronger, ensuring that all parties and they are aware and clear to their roles and responsibilities. Quality control then. Uh, Effective communication is a key to maintain high quality. Regular updates, open channels of communication, make sure that any deviations from the plan are timely addressed, maintaining the integrity of any project. So, in conclusion, strong communication is not just a soft skill. It is my understanding and my belief that it is the most critical component of a project success. It drives efficiency, fosters collaboration, and finally leads to better project outcomes.
Really agree with that. And with the communication, there's a very important skills where like active listening. So, Amy, can you just add us on this, like how active listening can be helpful for building trust while a project manager is surrounded with the team members and the stakeholders. So, how active listening would be beneficial for a project manager to build trust with the team?
Yeah, thank you for your interesting question. So when I have these questions, so I think about the communication model. So in the communication model, you know that there is a sender and encoding the message, and then there's a message and a channel, and then we have to decode the message, and then we need to use the active listening during that period of time, and then we can send the feedback to the senders, and we complete one circle of the communication. So I would like to use this communication model to demonstrate how active listening can build trust between the stakeholders and the project managers. So the so if you know, like if we have a sender and encoding, then your stakeholders can be the sender, and then they can share the ideas and the concern, and they encode the message based on their experience. Then the message is gonna be transferred into, from the one to one using the channels. So the information is conveyed through a chosen channels, for example, like in personal conversations or email or chat or whatever. However, when the project manager acting as a receiver must accurately decode the message. And active listening is very critical
Yeah.
here when it involves like focusing fully on the speaker and clarifying all doubts and reflecting the message back to confirm that he's understanding correctly. Then, if you do something wrong in this place, then totally you cannot build the trust with the stakeholders. And when you already receive and decode the message correctly, then you need to give the feedback to the stakeholders backwards, right? So the during the feedback time, so you need to offer the thoughtful feedback, and the project managers can deliver the stakeholders' input and demonstrate that their views are valued or effectively reduce any noise or misunderstanding in the communications process. So in this way of talking, so I think like active listening ensure that every message is properly understood and responded to, and not only minimize understanding but also build the foundation of trust between stakeholders and the project managers. And when the stakeholders see that their input is generally heard and incorporated, so they are more likely to engage openly and trust to the project managers. And I think this is contribute to the success of the projects. Yeah.
That's
So
totally
this
right.
is
Like unless and until a project manager understands what the stakeholders and team members were trying to convey, so one cannot respond it as expected. So, Sonia, would you like to add on this particular topic, which we are active listening and the kind of strong communication skills?
Yeah, thank you. So I would say, and we should remember that always in a communication there are two factors, right? It's not only communicate what needs to be done. It's only make sure we, as a project managers, the people, our team is understanding, okay? Is understanding what we need to put up, what need to be done. So it's really important, make sure that communication is assertive, clear message, but also make sure that our team is really listening and understanding, because in that way we are going to mitigate any resistance in the next step in the process.
Correct, correct, correct. So, well, like we are surrounded with the team members, the stakeholders, many peoples are there. So, while establishing some things are like where we want to establish the process, we want to convey the requirements and all. So there is a, or we see most of the time there is a resistance for the changes from team members and from the stakeholders. So, how PM should handle those resistance from the team members or from the stakeholders coming to with the change using the soft skills.
Here, remember also that, and keep in mind that everybody as a human being, immediately in front of any change, we have this resistance to change. It's part of our nature, okay? So as you mentioned, talking about how we can handle this resistance, I will suggest three main topics or three main recommendations. The first one is communicate the why clearly to the stakeholders and to my team, why we are doing this, okay? In order to motivate and really understand from an emotional perspective why we need to do this, why we need to implement this change, why we need to move forward to this project, okay? In the way that we are clear enough with the team stakeholders, then the anxiety and this resistance to the change is going to be decreased and mitigated. Why? Because we are receiving information, why we are here, what's in for me, why this is good for me and for the team and the organization. So be clear on the why, okay, why we are here. The second suggestion would be involve your team. Involve your team.
Correct.
Every time that your team members are feeling that they are contributing to the project, contributing to the actions, contributing to any proposal or changing the timeline or something, then it's going to be easy to mitigate the resistance, because we are feeling that we are adding a value to the any project. So please involve the team in the beginning, but really listening, but really communicate with them, because that is going to help you to mitigate that resistance. And the third one is always check these emotional aspects in your team. It's important to understand why they refuse to do this or to really take a decision on this next step. Why my stakeholder is feeling that is not good enough, that is not good moment to take this decision or change or switch the project path to a different direction. So it's important also validate these emotional aspects in your team, in your stakeholders, acknowledge all these emotions, and then it's going to be easy to handle that resistance, get down this, and also the people is going to feel motivated to the change. That would be my recommendation.
That's really nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Farhan, can you just add on this particular thing?
Sorry, can you please come again?
So, how to handle the resistance for change, which is coming from the stakeholders and the team members while executing a project?
Uh, Thank you, Prem. So basically, the change is something that's not easy to digest for everyone. But the thing that can be that if you want to make your stakeholders comfortable with the change, or even if it's the client, even if it's the team, any stakeholder. So if you can make the benefit realization of the change, then that might help to mitigate the
Correct.
resistance that's coming from the team.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right. That's really right one. So again, like mostly like the projects which we are doing are like most of those are engineering oriented, technical oriented. So there are like a PM is mostly surrounded with the technical skills also. So the question for you, Farhan, like how the soft skill will complement to the technical skills, and how it would be beneficial for a project manager, like to complement the technical skills with the soft skills.
That's a very good question. So, although my team members has also already explained about the soft skills, so I will just break it down into some things. So, for example, the technical skills, these are the skills like, for example, how to use the project management tools, understanding the methodologies, budgeting, scheduling, risk management, and maybe some industry related specific knowledge questions. And on the other hand, the soft skills, these are the communication, the leadership, the empathy, conflict resolution, so on and so forth. So I believe that the technical skills and the soft skills, they work together like the peanut butter and the jelly. Now, how these
Mm-hmm.
two areas work together? Well, for a project manager, need to be effective in both of them. For example, uh, if a project manager is very good in the project scheduling, but if he or she cannot communicate that schedule clearly to the team, the project might still fail. So, communication is a very key soft skills that complement the technical skills of the scheduling. If we talk about the leadership, the project manager might know all the technical details of the project, but without leadership skills, they can't motivate the team, or maybe they will not be able
Right.
to handle the conflicts correctly. Uh, if we talk about the stakeholder management, it's another area, as we were talking about this before. So technical skills might help in creating the reports and the matrices for the, but soft skills are needed to present these stakeholders in a way that it's understandable and they can grab what you are saying. So negotiation skills could be an important factor here too, especially when you are dealing with some changes in the scopes or maybe the resource allocation. So definitely that will help. So uh, same goes for the conflict resolution. It's definitely another skills that help a lot of people to handle the conflicts among the team. So even you're not the best technical path forward, if there's a conflict between the team members and you know the technical path forward to do this, but if that the conflict within the team, you need the soft skill to resolve it. You need to be a good project manager to make your project stays on the track. uh, if we put all these together, so soft skills enhance the applications of the technical skills by facilitating the teamwork, the leadership, adaptability, the bridge between the to bridge the gap between the technical aspects and the human elements of the project management. Without the soft skills, even the most technically proficient project managers might be struggling with the dynamic teams. So stakeholder expectation, unforeseen challenges, they all require flexibility and interpersonal negotiation.
That's really right. Like with having this technical skills, also one cannot manage the things. Or again, like as you said, like soft skills are most prominent to even leverage this technical skills also. And today's world is evolving around the AI. Like AI is everywhere in the soft skills also. So how you would explain, or how you would say, like how the increase of this AI will impact the soft skills for the project managers.
That's a very important question. AI and automation, these are now making the project management more efficient now. uh, Instead of replacing the soft skills, they are making them even more essentials. Let's talk with the numbers. PMI says 80% of the project success depends on the skills like the communication, the leadership, and emotional intelligence. And AI simply can't replace these human qualities. AI can handle tasks like scheduling, like the risk assessment, reports, but project managers still need to make the stakeholder make to resolve the conflicts and keep them motivated. If we talk about the economic form, they said the 54% of employee will need significant upscaling due to the AI. So PM just not all the PMs does not need to have the use the AI insights. They need to bridge the gap between the technical data and the business strategy. If we talk about
Right.
another study, as per the partner, AI also improves the risk prediction accuracy by like 40%. But
Correct. Yeah.
humans still need to access the trade-off, the creativity, and and to solve the problems in a complex situation. So if we conclude all of these, uh, it reflects that AI isn't just replacing the software; it's making them even more valuable. To stay ahead, the project manager must strengthen their leadership, the adaptability, and all the other skills, and while making learning how to work effectively with the AI.
Correct. That's really true. So AI is not an complexity, but it's a boon for project managers, which we can leverage and use it for our daily purpose. That will enhance our productivity moreover,
AI,
like rather
AI
than
can replace,
rather than complexity for us.
one thing that AI cannot replace is the human factor.
Yes,
Other thing, all
the
things are
bond between the team which we create that cannot be replaced by the AI.
yeah, true.
Correct. So we have Clever. So Clever, the question was for you. Like, yes, we are talking about the technical skills and the soft skills, the AI. So how a project manager can be like in this evolving world of technical skills? How this project manager can be relevant to in this world for this technical skills to use as a soft skills and this AI, all those things.
Thank you, moderator. I think for me, AI itself actually increases the speed of execution and actually improves the rate of change. So as change increases, the more it tends to get resisted. So the more you need the soft skills to enable to you to manage, the things like resistance to change, things like burnout in the project, and the need to probably balance out between the amount of change happening in the organization. So the use of technology and automation then enables requires PMs to actually focus on those aspects that can destabilize that AI cannot address, which is your cultural and culture quotient, as well as your adaptability quotient. That's how I think the increased use of AI actually requires the more use of softer skills. Thank you.
So as like AI is like really helpful for in the soft skills terms also, and also we can see that PMI also like launching a lot many free courses, membership courses to for the project managers to learn how AI works and how AI can be helpful for project managers. So with that point, Clever, how the mentoring and coaching will help to enhance the soft skills in terms of the technical skills and the interpersonal skills for the project managers, the mentoring and coaching to the project managers.
Thank you very much, moderator. I think I'll start with this general saying, which says, an example speaks 1,000 words more than a whole sermon or a speech would do. Some saying seeing is believing. I believe mentoring and coaching give a project manager the opportunity to see how those that have been successful have done it. It actually gives a project manager to gain access to what has been tried and tested. I believe management coaching also are accelerators to establishment and enhancement of soft skills. Most project managers, in my experience, do have the theory, even in soft skills. They know what needs to be done, but the question is how to do it. And it has been
Right.
actually studied and learned that it is actually easier to enhance your skills if you see somebody doing it, or if somebody simplifies it to you. So I think the first thing that management coaching does is to balance between practice and theory. So the development of interpersonal skills is not an event. It takes soft skill development, takes self-awareness, practice, and continuous. Maybe before I proceed further, I'll probably describe a bit, differentiate mentorship and coaching. Mentorship involves a more experienced professional guiding a less experienced individual. The outcome is long-term holistic career growth. And how does it aid the enhancement of interpersonal skills? It actually comes through experience sharing. An accomplished mentor shares their real world experiences and the challenges and how they handled them. They prepare you on what you could face and how you could handle it, making you more likely to succeed if the scenario comes your way. It also allows an opportunity for feedback and reflection. Mentorship allows you, a good mentor would allow their protege or mentee to actually share their experiences, what you faced, how you handled it, and then they give you constructive feedback. They make you self-aware by first identifying your weaknesses and improve of them. As a mentor, a good mentor will also have their protege document the areas of weakness and plan, and track on how they can actually improve of that. Mentorship also help build confidence through guidance and reassurance. A project manager can actually gain confidence to handle difficult situations. Mentorship also opens the world to networking opportunities. Mentors often introduce their mentees to broader networks and enhancing their collaborative skills and enhancing their and learn from a wider pool of other experts. And I think the most important thing about mentorship as well is learning by observation, where, like I alluded to earlier on, an example speaks 1,000 words more than a sermon. And a good mentor will give their protege an opportunity to see them at work. Mentees observe how the mentors manage interpersonal dynamics in various situations. Coaching, which is another variation to how you can actually turn on to other professionals. Coaching then comes to more specialized training on specific skills development. How does it aid the enhancement of interpersonal skills? You develop personalized plans that are coached, that are tailored to address individual interpersonal skills gaps. Coaching comes with role-playing scenarios. You do practical simulations, improve communication, and things like resolution conflict drills. Coaching also helps you to be accountable. You've got somebody that you can go to. Once you've got your plan, a coach comes to track progress and then ensures consistent growth. You become self-aware and you become emotional intelligent. A coach encourages introspection, improves understanding and emotional triggers. And then coaching also helps you to goal set. I think it is key to understand that the two are not the same. A mentor will actually give you the focus is long-term career. Coaching is short-term specific. And I think the outcomes of both of these methodologies for learning, it's mentorship comes with holistic growth and career advancement, while coaching comes with specific interpersonal skills enhancement. I think for now, I'll end there. That's how I believe coaching and mentorship actually helps enhance the interpersonal abilities for a project manager. Thank you.
Right. So majorly, like knowing things is the one thing, and another thing is like having the experience of those things, how to implement those particular, maybe it's a soft skills or technical skills. So Sonia, would you like to add on this particular topic further?
Just to contribute a little bit more is this coaching and mentoring. It's really valuable because what is going to help us as PMs is strong the relationship, and finally build a cohesive team, ensuring that the smooth project execution and also achieving the desired results. So having this coaching and mentoring, what is going to result is get a closer to my team members, to the stakeholders if necessary. So that's one of the major advantages that I see when coaching or mentoring.
So with that, can you just also give some examples of like what are the effective exercise or workshop that are like useful for improvement of the soft skills of the PM? Should I come again with my question?
I think she's not able to hear. Prem, can you go to the next one, please?
Sonia, can you hear me? Yeah, no worries. Okay. So,
yes,
hello?
I'm back. I have a couple of problems with my internet connection, but I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, okay, yes. So, Sonia, I was asking you, can you just add on with some of the effective exercise and workshops or which are like helpful to improve the soft skills of the project managers?
Sure. I think it's important that all the times as a PMs, we are like getting updated information about emotional intelligence, taking courses, going to the with the experts, okay, in order to try to acquire new tips, tricks, and any new or reinforce the upskills if I already have a kind of upskilling or reskilling. So participating in workshops, participating in conference, participating in any kind of training that is going to help me to develop upskilling or reskilling this kind of soft skills. So it's important for the PMs always keep updated about that, okay? Because as we already mentioned, all these soft skills are going to help us to go to the project to the desired result. So that will be my main recommendation. So keep updated, and all these techniques and tips, bring it to my team, okay? Because even though I already know more about the soft skills and how to apply to myself first, then the recommendation is to apply this to my teams as well. Why? Because in that way, everybody is going to be in the same page, and then it's going to be easier and faster to get down the resistance, keep the team motivated. So it's important that as a project leader and as a project manager, like a transmit, like we could say share of this knowledge that I have in regards of soft skills and apply to the team activities as well.
Right. So I think here the previous point which we talked about, like the mentoring and coaching also plays a very important role.
Totally agree with you.
So-
Totally agree with you. And also, as a PM, always has that curiosity of learning new things. This growth mindset that we hear about it at the beginning of this meeting is important to change to this growth mindset. Okay, as soon as possible, move to the fixed mindset as a PM in order to move to the growth mindset and start upskilling, reskilling, or getting new learning that is going to be useful for the project, for my team. Always keep on that growth mindset in order to always learn new things.
Right. So, Nico, as we are talking about the keeping ourselves updated, learning new skills, so can you just put on a point where what are the emerging new soft skills which you think might be there in the next decade that the project manager should be learning and should be having the knowledge of those skills?
Sure. And I would
Yes.
say, oh,
Nic-
sorry, go ahead, Nicolas, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Um, our world is changing very fast right now. So I think that the most critical skill that a project manager should have at the next decade is adaptability. Adaptability to adjust to changing circumstances and the evolving technology, the new technology that is coming, and to navigate uncertainty in order to lead its team through the transformation. Um, the second one is the cultural intelligence. Teams right now are becoming more global and diverse. So he needs to cultivate the cultural intelligence in order to understand the differences between cultures in order to uh, uh, communicate effectively and resolve any conflicts that might trigger with these cultural differences. Uh, Digital literacy is also something that we need to have. The AI is right now we are all using AI, so um, that will also enhance efficiency and innovation in our projects, and we need to keep ourselves at the cutting edge of technology. Another one is strategical thinking, in order to align our thinking in the broader um, goals of our organization, to anticipate any future trends, making decisions making informed decisions that will lead to a long-term success.
Correct. That's really so. Adaptability plays a really important role. So whatever may be coming in the future, if a PM is having that skill to adapt any new skill or any new technology which is emerging, and that is beneficial for the project management to manage the things. So adaptability plays a very important role for it. As like before few years we were just hearing AI things were going on, lot many tools, lot many workflows, uh, uh, infinity chat gpt things were going on. But today is like our day doesn't goes away without using any of these tools, so we are adapting it. So the
Yeah.
thing are like this is the and again in future also we don't know exactly what things would be emerging, what all need to what all things would be there that we need to adapt and all. So that's really a main very important skill a PM should have. So moving forward, as we are completing the time also, so let's pick some of the questions from the participants which are having. So Vasukumar, are you there? Because a lot of questions are there for you from the participants.
Yeah, I am very much there. I have answered to them at the online also.
So the way one major thing which you already covered on in your presentation, but still, can you just elaborate on thing? What is the like how to create the balance between EQ and IQ?
Yeah. Do you want to revisit that question again? We may need to personalize the communication and the engagement with the different age group people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and there was one more question from Mohammed Abu Bakar. How would you do conflict management via cultural quotation while dealing with the remote teams if you are not directly tracking the bias and assumptions among the team?
Yeah, so we need to prefer to have the quick, informal digital communications by using Slack or WhatsApp. Maybe with the people who are mature enough, you can have a detailed documentation or structured emails and schedule the video calls. These are the ways like currently we are handling the remote teams. In future, there will be more when this blockchain kind of NFT things comes, so you can try to give more rewards and recognition through that platform, and there will
Mhm.
be more personalized. This personalization is coming like from the consumer world. The team members also expecting that kind of a personal recognition to them. So we may need to customize the rewards based on their aspirations, what they have. So such kind of more personal touch will help them. So for that, you need to have that understanding of their cultural, their background of the practices, what they do. So more time, maybe you need to build the trust with your team member by doing these kind of activities.
Right. Again, and the soft skills plays a very important role in doing that also.
You are right.
Okay. So looking at the time, I think we should. Ahmad, over to you for the further session.
Thank you, Prem Kumar. Thank you so much. Thank you to the panelists. I think we had a very engaging discussion with all the team, all the panelists, and good number of questions that came across, and an excellent presentation by a keynote speaker who covered most of the doubt that we have. But at the same time, this is not the end of the session or the topic. This is just the beginning of it. So I am sure
Yeah.
many of us would have heard this in the past, and there are others who have heard this for the first time. I had a few points to take away, which were very very interesting about the different type of question which Vishu explained. So that's really a homework for me to go back and check more details about these topics. So I think that covers the entire thing. So I'm just sharing my screen, and we will. Anita, you are ready with the outro? Let me know.
Yes, Ahmed, I'm ready.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So thank you so much, our panelists and moderator and our guest speaker for engaging conversation. As Ahmed mentioned, we have heard a lot of things from you, very, very wise things. And let me share some key takeaways that I'm taking with me after today's discussion. So, Amy, first of all, I think you made a really good point of defining what soft skills really are. We might have different understanding of that. And also, I'm taking away from you that active listening is the key aspect of building the trust. Sonia, you stressed the importance of understanding in communication. I think in our project managers world, communication is the basics, and it's not only sending the message across, but also making sure that others can understand us. Farhan, I'm taking away from you the perfect, I think, metaphor of combining technical and soft skills as peanut butter and jelly sandwich. This is very visual, and definitely this is something that will stay with me for forever. I think that was spot on. And Nico, if I may share that you've touched upon really important topics. So the skills of the future that we should focus on as project managers. So maybe I can remind to our audience what they were. So first of all, adaptability, then cultural intelligence, number 3, digital literacy, and 4, strategic thinking. Thank you so much for that. And Clever, I really enjoyed your speech about mentoring and coaching, the differences. And I think this is very important for us to understand that PM does not always have to have theory. We also have to know how to do things. And this is definitely something that coaching and mentoring can help us. So these are my takeaways. And I think I would like to finish my takeaway section with this, that project management is not only about, charts and deadlines. It's all about people. And mastering soft skills is will not just manage the projects, but definitely it will lead us to success. And project manager isn't the one who knows everything, but the one who knows how to bring the best of everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. That was an excellent summarization of our topic today. I will just share my screen, and we will entire. Okay, so we have on the spotlight, we have Rajashekhar Bandi. You able to see my screen? Rajashekhar Bandi, who had given a quote: PM soft skill, lead with empathy, communicate clearly, and always foster collaboration. This was our quote for the day. Lead with empathy, communicate clearly, and always foster collaboration. So this is a learning for today. And I'm going to the next one. This is a chapter exchange effect that we captured. And I on the screen I'm showing you the QR code for feedback. So I would request our volunteers and members to give your feedback. I know we had one small issue in the beginning. Some of you were asked to join at 7 a.m. 7, maybe half an hour before time. That's a error or a correction that we need to do in our next event. So we will keep that in mind and do that correction. Apart from that, if you have any other feedback, suggestions, or topic, please go through this QR code. And in the next slide, I'll share the PDF code. So it's a very quick and just drop down which you can select to give what you liked, lagged, or anything that you want to suggest. Your feedback is important to us for us to continue providing value to the time that you spend with us. This is the QR code uh, and also the PDF code for members. I would request someone to just paste this PDF code C188R9NUCP in the chat window, please. C188R9NUCP. Now, on my next screen, I have the chapter exchange program for the next one. Next month, we have a topic called Shifting to Hybrid Methodologies. And we have identified chapters, panelists from Bangladesh, Taiwan, Poland, Baguio, Mexico, Cameroon, and Phoenix chapter. And the QR code and the URL link is on the screen. I'll request, I'll paste this QR code and URL in the chat and request people to register for this event and make good use of your time. I think that is all we had for today. And thank you all for your. I go back to, yeah, my sharing is gone. Okay, that's all we had for today. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, trusting us in giving value back to the society and also to the other chapter members. We would bring more such events and sessions to all of you going forward. And do follow us on the LinkedIn and also the chapter exchange chapter website, where we have the videos, PDF files, and other details present from all the past events. It will be really useful for you to go through them and understand and learn from what has been discussed in case you miss any of our events. Thank you, everyone, and have a very good evening and a very good day.
Hey, thank you, Alma.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Clever. Thank you, everyone. And we'll continue doing this again.
Thank you.